Monochrome has been used in photography for almost half a century, that is 50 years, and is still being cherished today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get that monochrome effect in Darktable, and we're going to use two approaches. The first one is a physical approach, and the second one is a perceptual approach. The physical approach is where you try to emulate the silver-based film. And when I'm talking about silver-based, those film papers that were used in photography a long time ago were made out of silver bromide, which was used and stuff like that. So we're going to emulate that through playing with colors that I'm going to show you in just a minute. The other one is the perceptual approach. This is where we reduce the saturation of an image to get that black and white effect, saturation of colors in an image. So let's get into this video. And before we get into this video, please like and subscribe. I don't want to disturb in the middle of the lessons in the middle of the video, so please subscribe. Let's go.
Okay, so now let's get into serious business. Here you have an image of my client. I shot it in a place called Nakuru, that is in Kenya. So we're going to use this image to manipulate it to form that black and white effect. So the first approach, you're going to use the physical approach. And on the list of the physical approach, you have our first item, which is color calibration. So this module of color calibration, before you find it, I have some little information that you need to know. So different types of photographic film have different sensitivities to different wavelengths of light, and the color calibration tab has different channels of light, that is red, green and blue. So these channels are given different weightings to give you what you call the film emulation. So we have a couple of presets that are here in this module that are used to give you that film. Once you click the three lines at the corner, you're going to find some presets which I'm going to display on the screen because they're not seen in my screen record. So these presets include black and white Fuji across 100, black and white ilfoil data. You don't need to know all these because it emulates different types of photographic film that were used with different types of film cameras long time ago, such as the Fuji film. That information is really not necessary. So you can choose the one that you like, and if you find the one that you like, just use it. Now this is where it gets fun. If you're not that kind of guy to use presets, you want to do it manually, well, I got you. So I'm going to show you the manual method in this part of the video. Let me show you the letter first. Manual method. First, you're going to click the gray area, and with that gray part being clicked, you're going to play with the colors, that is the red, green and blue. They affect the brightness and darkness of different parts of the image, so you can play with them until you get the one that you like. Of course, you're the one in control. That being said and done, I think you're done with the color calibration. That is the first method. That is the one that I found most convenient and useful in the physical approach. Now let's do the perceptual approach, which are only two and are the best ones. The last one is my favorite. Stay tuned. First one on the list, we have the color balance. So this one is quite easy to use. It's where you reduce the saturation of the colors in an image and play with them until you get it right. So you get to hit the color balance. Once you get in there, you're going to scroll down a bit to the perceptual saturation grading. Once you are here, everything is set, so you can reduce the saturation, global saturation. That reduces the overall saturation in an image. Also, the shadows, the midtones, and the highlights are still being seen over there, so you just reduce it until you get it right. So this module is just playing the saturation until you get a good black and white image. Each of these options have their uses, as I'm going to demonstrate. If you don't play with one, you're not going to get it right. Let's increase the highlights, and you can see some of the colors are still there, so we don't want that, so you just reduce it to where you want it. Or if you want the color there, you can still keep it there, but if you want only black and white, just reduce it. But this method, I didn't find it quite useful because a color can be seen. So let's go to the next one. This one is what we call the monochrome module. this monochrome module is only dedicated to monochrome in Darktable, and it can only give you black and white images. This is where you can quickly convert an image to black and white using a variable filter. The color behind is called a hue palette. The default central location has a neutral effect, meaning that the color will still be there, but when you move it around you're going to get different types of color. So you can alter the diameter of this wheel, which is referred to as a filter. So to alter the diameter of this, just use the scroll wheel to get a small or a larger one, but if you want more effect on the image, just get a small one. But to get a small one, you have a bigger advantage when it comes to playing with the hues. There are multiple hues, as you can see. A hue, if you don't know what a hue is just a solid color, and there are multiple colors, as you can see. There's a blue one, a red one, a green one, and others, different types of blue. This is probably one of the greatest ways you can use to get black and white, because you can even get creative in this module, and you can increase the highlights just below this. I'm going to show you in a minute. To get the highlights, the highlights are just there to increase more detail into your image, and they are just below that module that there it's written highlights. Just increase it. When you increase it, you're going to add more details into your shot, hence getting a greater image. Also, you can even get more creative with this thing, and I'm going to show you how to get only one part of an image to black and white and the rest colored, which is what is called masking. Masking, for this part, you're going to use only the drone mask, which is quite easy and the best one to use when you're trying to get only one specific part of an image. Let's say my person here, or even the car behind, the trees behind, just one person. So on this module again, you're going to go to the monochrome module. You're going to open it up and you scroll down below. Down below there, you're going to see that drone mask there. Just scroll a little bit down and choose that marker. Right click on the mouse and cover the place that you want. For me, is my guy. And when you're done with that, you're going to, when it's done, it's going to turn automatically to the black and white part, which is really cool. So you can do it yourself. Just do that, and you can even do some multiple adjustments to the part that you have masked, because it's only that part that's going to be affected. Use it to your advantage and get the best of the best, because you are great. You can even zoom in to see the parts that are not highlighted, and you can highlight them later. For me, it was just a demonstration. Just do it perfectly and get the best pictures for your client. Alright, bye, see you.